Number 1. Lady Liberty's Torch. The Statue of Liberty is a must-see tourist site in New York City and attracts 4 million tourists each year. While access to the monument has been limited in recent years, a reservation pass can still get you into the crown. But if you want to go just a bit higher, into Lady Liberty's Torch, you're out of luck. Damaged in an act of sabotage dating all the way back to 1916, the arm and torch have been unsafe for visitors for 100 years. Though finally repaired in 1984, Lady Liberty's Torch has never been reopened to the public. Number 2. Sutro Baths. The Sutro Baths in San Francisco were opened in 1896, and for decades comprised the world's largest indoor swimming pool. Built by wealthy entrepreneur Adolph Sutro, the baths were incredibly popular but struggled due to the massive costs associated with maintenance and operations. The baths contained saltwater pools which drew water from the nearby ocean. There was also one freshwater pool. The structure burned down in 1966, though ruins from the building remain as a reminder of the past. Number 3. New York Hippodrome. The Hippodrome Theater was a pretty hopping spot in New York City during its heyday. Deemed the world's largest theater, it could seat over 5,000 people and hosted films, circuses, and magicians like Harry Houdini. It was situated in the heart of Midtown Manhattan's theater district. The height of the facility's popularity came in the 20s, and afterward, the place sharply declined until finally closing in 1939. It's now an office building. Number 4. Chicoltaya Glacier. The Chicoltaya Glacier in Bolivia used to be one of the world's best skiing spots. The glacier was over 18,000 years old, and all it took was a few decades and El Niño to make the thing disappear altogether in 2009. Skiing there was good in the 60s and 70s, but after a major meltdown in 1980, the location deteriorated rapidly. Now it's home to a research observatory. You can get a pretty good idea of what went down by looking at the ski lodge, pictured. Number 5. Disney's River Country. Disney's River Country was the very first water park at Walt Disney World, though in recent decades it has earned an unfortunate distinction as a standing, albeit derelict and deteriorating, permanently closed attraction. It opened in 1976 but started to fall to pieces in the 90s before being shut down for routine maintenance in 2001. In 2005, Disney said they'd never open the place again, and it is now overgrown with foliage and in really crappy condition. If you think it's weird that Disney wouldn't just outright demolish the place, you're not alone. It's not the only theme park the Magic Kingdom left to rot. Number 6. Disney's Discovery Island. Discovery Island is another Disney theme park that fell into disrepair and has never been reopened. Its first year of operation was 1974 and it remained open until 1999. The best way to describe this attraction would be to call it Animal Kingdom-esque. The attraction offered guests access to numerous animals and birds they wouldn't otherwise get to see. The animals were moved to the Animal Kingdom and the attraction is now completely abandoned. Number 7. Royal Opera House of Valletta. The Royal Opera House in Valletta, Malta, is the bad luck Brian of opera houses. 6 years after its opening in 1866, it was destroyed in a fire. It was restored and reopened a few years later but was pretty much done for after taking a direct hit from an aerial bomb in 1942. It's remembered as one of the most iconic structures in Valletta, and various attempts to restore it to its former glory have fallen through over the years. It was sort of reopened as the Piazzetta Truorgel in 2013, but it's just not the same. Number 8. Jonah's Tomb. You might know the story of Jonah from Jewish/Christian/Muslim traditions. Jonah is most famous for being swallowed by a giant fish. His purported tomb was a real place in Iraq before it was swallowed by terrorists from ISIS who blew it up to earn more headlines while spreading their radical and deadly philosophies. Iraq hasn't been the friendliest place for American tourists for several decades now, so you probably weren't going to see this attraction either way. Number 9. Guaira Falls. The Guaira Falls used to exist on the border between Paraguay and Brazil. They were a group of huge waterfalls on the Parana River, and the roaring water could be heard from more than 20 miles away. The falls haven't existed since 1982 when the Itaipu Dam Reservoir erased them from the earth. They were some of the most powerful waterfalls on earth, flowing at about 470,000 cubic feet per second. Now they're tapped dry. Number 10. The Pink and White Terraces of New Zealand. The famous Pink and White Terraces of New Zealand were considered one of the greatest natural wonders of the world. The largest silica sinter deposits on Earth, they were formed by geothermal springs containing minerals that gave the rock a pink and white hue. They were destroyed in the 1886 eruption of Mount Tarawa, which is another story worth talking about. This was, unfortunately, one of those amazing natural wonders that were last seen by our great-great-grandparents. Number 11. Waimang Geyser. The Waimang Geyser was another wonder of the world, created by the very same eruption of Mount Tarawa that destroyed the Pink and White Terraces. It was known as the most powerful geyser in the world, and the geyser erupted for 5 to 6 hours during a 36-hour cycle. It spawned an entire tourism industry in the Waimang Valley, bringing hundreds of visitors a day. Sadly, it sputtered out and stopped spouting permanently in 1904. Number 12. Vidam Park in Budapest. One of the first public parks in the world, Vidam Park in Hungary opened in the late 19th century and hosted a bathhouse, castle tours, a zoo, a circus, and eventually a roller coaster in 1922. It was a huge party spot in 1896 for the turn of the century celebrations, and is all around remembered as the thing you do in Budapest. The amusement park had been in decline for several years before officially closing in 2013. Number 13. Heritage USA. Heritage USA is an interesting piece of Americana. It was a Christian-themed attraction and water park located in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Founded by televangelists Jim and Tammy Faye Bakker under the PTL Club banner, which stands for, We Kid You Not, Praise the Lord, the park closed in 1989 after Jim Bakker had a highly publicized affair and lost all of his tax-free millions. Today, the site is popular with adventure seekers who like to explore abandoned places. Number 14. The original Penn Station. We're not talking about the new, fancy Penn Station in New York City. We mean the original, historic site considered a masterpiece and modern wonder by architecture nerds the world over. Built in 1910, the original Penn Station flourished as a hub of activity until the decline of the rail industry in the 1950s. The entire facility was torn down in 1963. Since 1969, Madison Square Garden has stood on its ruins. Number 15. Mount Humboldt. The glacier at Mount Humboldt, located in the northern Andes, used to be another awesome spot to go skiing. It is Venezuela's second highest peak, situated in the Sierra Nevada de Merida. Thanks to climate change, the ice has all but melted and hasn't been able to support the skiing industry for decades. Scientists say that even by the most positive projections, the mountain cap will be bare in just a decade or so. Number 16. Berlin Wall. We don't know whose idea of a vacation East Berlin would have been during the 1960s and 70s, but it's still a thing tourists traveled to visit and it doesn't exist anymore. Separating democratic Germans from communists for decades after World War II, the wall finally came down in the early 90s and millions of people were reunited with relatives and friends they had not seen in years. Today, history buffs can visit pieces of the wall which are located in museums around the world. Number 17. Lascaux Cave Paintings. The Lascaux Cave paintings are famous for a couple of reasons. 1. They were discovered in France by a group of teenagers in 1940. 2. They comprise hundreds of paintings and thousands of engravings by people who lived over 17,000 years ago. They held up pretty well over the last 17,000 years until tourists were allowed in around 1948. By 1963, officials decided the attraction was too dangerous to remain open. The caves were closed to the public and have not reopened. Number 18. Yosemite Fire Falls. The Fire Falls of Yosemite National Park used to pull quite a crowd. A nightly tradition, large fires built at the Glacier Point Hotel would be dumped over the cliff by staff, creating a firefall, like a waterfall, but, fire. It was hardly a natural phenomenon, but it was still an event that drew way too many tourists for the park to handle. They stopped the spectacle in 1968. Number 19. Lovelocks on Pont d'Arts in Paris. The Pont d'Arts bridge in Paris featured a massive collection of locks that were left at the bridge by sentimental couples. The bridge quickly amassed a collection of 700,000 locks, which led to fears that their added weight would cause the structure to collapse. In 2012, critics claimed the locks weighed in at 45 tons, not to mention creating a massive eyesore. The former metal grills were replaced with plexiglass, which provides a better view of the river and leaves no chance of more padlock traditions being created at the former hotspot for true love. Number 20. Wedding Cake Rock in Australia. Wedding Cake Rock was given its name because of the striking white appearance it features. The location was home to 2,000 visitors each month, and that number quickly skyrocketed to 10,000 when daredevil seekers started documenting their adventures. In May 2015, officials were forced to install a fence at Wedding Cake Rock. Soon after the fence was installed, a report revealed that the formation will likely collapse within 10 years. Number 21. Legzura Beach. Legzura Beach in Morocco suffered a great loss in 2016 when its famous twin Red Sea arches succumbed to the weight of the massive cliff and fell under its own weight. Tourists from all over the world visited the location to experience what was considered one of the most beautiful places to see the sunset in the world. Today, the beach is highly popular among European surfers and paragliders. Number 22. The Jeffrey Pine. The Jeffrey Pine that sat atop Yosemite's Sentinel Dome was made famous by Ansel Adams. The publicity helped the tree lay claim to being one of the most photographed trees in the world. The tree was dead and wind-battered but managed to remain standing for centuries. Carlton Watkins first photographed the tree in 1867 and Ansel Adams later made it famous. The tree finally toppled in 2003. Number 23. The Azure Window. The Azure Window in Malta was pummeled by thousands of storms for years. Despite many encounters with bad weather, the location's arch remained standing until March 2017, when its cliff, located on Malta's Gozo Island, was finally destroyed by Mother Nature. The iconic site located in Dwedra Bay was one of the island nation's most popular natural attractions. Before the location was destroyed, it was featured briefly on the popular HBO series Game of Thrones. Number 24. The Kaimu Beach. The Kaimu Beach in Hawaii was home to nearly 150 homes and a world-renowned black sand beach until flowing lava from a volcano overtook the village of Kalapana in the early 1990s. Kilauea volcano continues to erupt today and has added more than 500 acres of new land to the Big Island. You can't experience the area's black sands any longer, but lava boat tours still leave from Pahoa, in the Big Island's Puna district. Number 25. The Sequoia Tunnel. The 1,000-year-old pioneer cabin tunnel tree was cut in the 19th century to inspire nature tourism. The tree was the last giant sequoia available for the drive-through experience, but it toppled in January 2017. You can't experience this popular tourist attraction anymore, but there are still 3 giant California redwoods trees still in operations in Eureka, California. The tallest tree in the world is a redwood called Hyperion. It measures in at 380 feet tall. Number 26. The Aquatarium in Florida. The Aquatarium was a unique adventure housed inside of a 16-0-foot tall transparent geodesic dome. The facility sat on 17 acres and opened in 1964. Tourists from all over the world flocked to this special destination to view porpoises, sea lions, and pilot whales. The facility overlooked the Gulf of Mexico, which added to its appeal. The Aquatarium began to suffer after Walt Disney World opened in nearby Orlando in 1971. In an attempt to increase visitors, the attraction added sharks in 1976. The owners hoped to capitalize on the popularity of Steven Spielberg's masterpiece, Jaws. Condominiums now site on the original site of the attraction. Number 27. Jantzen Beach in Oregon. This 123-acre amusement park opened in 1928 and was situated on an island in the middle of the Columbia River. At the time, it was the largest amusement park in the United States. The attraction featured a merry-go-round that was showcased at the 1904 World's Fair. It also offered 4 swimming pools, a fun house, a train, and a wooden roller coaster named Big Dipper. During its run through 1970, more than 30 million people visited. The former amusement park is now the site of a less fun shopping mall. Number 28. Palisades Amusement Park in New Jersey. Palisades Amusement Park was an attraction that survived the test of time for many decades. In 1908, the popular location along the steep cliffs on the west side of the Hudson River became an amusement park. The attraction featured various rides and attractions, including a 400x 600-foot saltwater pool, which was the largest in the world. The park also featured the Cyclone, one of the world's largest roller coasters. By the 1950s, the park was fighting for relevance and debuted rock and roll shows. The park drew in most of its visitors by heavily advertising on TV and in comic books. By 1967, the park was so popular that the city of Cliffside Park decided to rezone the site for housing to stop the incredibly amount of congestion the park brought to the city. The attraction was shut down in 1971. Number 29. Beautiful white sand beaches of Thailand. Officials in Thailand announced on May 26 that tourists will no longer be allowed to visit the islands of Koh Kai Nak, Koh Kai Nui, and Koh Kai Nai. The highly trafficked islands were popular among travelers because of their idyllic white sand beaches and endangered coral reefs. Officials say the beaches can accommodate 70 people at a time, while 1,000 tourists were showing up on a daily basis. Overcrowding was leading to the degradation of natural resources and the environment. Tourists are believed to have destroyed 80% of the area's coral reefs. The islands are still standing, but much of their original beauty has been deteriorated. Number 30. The Vance Creek Bridge in Washington. The Vance Creek Bridge was abandoned by the Simpson Logging Company in the 1950s and was rediscovered by many thrilling-seeking travelers after photos of the dangerous location were posted by millions of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram users. The bridge is located on private property and is the second tallest railway trestle bridge in America. By late 2014, the property was completely shut down to avoid lawsuits in the event that someone fell off the structure. The bridge may still exist, but public access has completely disappeared. Number 31. Large portions of the Great Wall. Yes, you can still go to the Great Wall, the 5,000-mile structure that once protected China from invading forces. Unfortunately, nearly two-thirds of the Great Wall of China has been destroyed. Natural forces have damaged some of the wall, but tourists walking the structure and vandals have also contributed to its erosion. The Chinese government has also allowed portions of the wall to be destroyed while making way for new development projects. A lack of government funding likely means the structure will continue to suffer. Number 32. The Galapagos Islands. Let's be clear, the Galapagos Islands are still standing, but they were experiencing severe damage because of tourism. The islands your grandparents would have visited have changed so much that UNESCO placed the location on the World Heritage in Danger list in 2007. Tourists' restrictions have increased almost every year, and a licensed guide is now required to visit the Galapagos National Park. At this rate, tourism will eventually be completely cut off to avoid further deterioration of the island's ecosystem. Number 33. The underwater Amazon in Indonesia. The coral reefs of the underwater Amazon were irreparably damaged when a cruise ship carrying hundreds of tourists crashed into the reefs, long considered some of the most beautiful in the world. The reef, located in Raja Ampat, a peaceful island chain, experienced a square-mile loss. Researchers say it will take the reef at least 100 years to repair itself, and that means we can't experience all of its beauty in our lifetime. Number 34. Bungkak Lake in Cambodia. Bungkak Lake in Cambodia was once the largest and most important wetland in the world. The location, known for its natural wonders and beauty, became a major tourist destination. Unfortunately, government officials allowed the area to fall into disrepair. The wetlands experienced a 90% deterioration rate. Officials filled in 90% of the land with sand, and it has been described in recent years as nothing more than a puddle. Number 35. The Tree of Tenere in Sahara Desert. The Tree of Tenere managed to stand for centuries and was a pilgrimage of sorts for millions of tourists. To reach the tree you had to travel 250 miles in the blistering heat of the Sahara Desert. The tree served as a landmark for nomads for centuries. Unfortunately, in 1973, an unnamed Libyan was driving his truck to Niger while following a centuries-old caravan route that passed near the tree. The man was drunk by the time he reached the tree, and he plowed his truck into the landmark, killing it instantly. His destruction was even more incredible because the tree was the only structure without a 200-mile radius. Number 36. Landmarks of Nepal. In April 2015, a large number of important and world-renowned landmarks in Kathmandu and other parts of Nepal were destroyed by a 7.8 magnitude earthquake. Among the destruction were dozens of tourist locations, including the 100-foot-tall Dhara Tower, which was cut down to a 30-foot pile of jagged brick. Some UNESCO World Heritage sites that were at least 1,700 years old were completely destroyed because of the natural disaster. Number 37. The Mayan Pyramid of Nummal. A construction company in Belize was working on a road construction project in 2013 when an entire Mayan pyramid was destroyed as they attempted to extract crushed rock. The sacred site was at least 2,300 years old and was considered one of the most important sites in northern Belize. The Nummal Pyramid, pictured on the left, was turned into nothing more than a pile of rubble. Fortunately, we have photos of it. Number 38. The Nazca Lines in Peru. Dating back over 2,500 years, the Nazca Line stood the test of time due to the arid conditions in the Nazca Desert in southern Peru. Around 250 miles south of the capital of Lima, more than 100 drawings were etched into the ground. With some being more than 600 feet long, there are shapes of flowers, whales, llamas, and more. Although it was designated as a UNESCO World History Site in 1994, the lines are now being threatened by infrastructure. Mining has led to the destruction of many of the lines as well as running water. It won't be long until there are none left. Number 39. Cinque Terre, Italy. Although technically you may still be lucky to visit this area, it has become increasingly harder and harder to, and soon enough you very well might not be able to visit at all. Cinque Terre is the latest popular tourist site to limit the number of visitors allowed yearly, which in this case is a maximum of 1.5 million people. More than 2.5 million people visited last year, and now the villages do not have the infrastructure to handle such a large amount of visitors. Now, once the 1.5 million cap has been reached, which will be tracked by pedometers on the trails, access will be closed off to everyone. Number 40. The Seattle Gum Wall. Although it's not necessarily the most sanitary or beautiful attraction, it was a well-known and often visited attraction for many tourists in the Seattle area. In November 2015, after decades of individuals contributing their own gum in order to create Seattle's iconic gum wall, the entire thing was cleaned. This is so because it was believed to be destructive to the structure of the brick Pike Place wall, so now, the wall remains essentially empty. So, if you had this attraction on your bucket list, you might want to make room for a new one because this isn't coming back anytime soon. Number 41. Mukurab Finger of God, Namibia. Located near Asab in Namibia, Mukurab, or Finger of God, was a sandstone rock formation in the Namib Desert. Mostly consisting of sandstone, the structure was 12 meters high, and 4.5 meters wide in some areas. Altogether, the entire structure weighed around 450 tons, and what made it so incredible was that its base, just 3 meters long and 1.5 meters wide, was narrower than the rock it supported. Unfortunately, in 1988, it collapsed, with still no clear explanation as to why. It is believed that it was either a rainstorm that occurred a week before or an earthquake in Armenia. Number 42. Old Man of the Mountain in New Hampshire. In the White Mountains of New Hampshire, there was a face-shaped outcropping of rocks known as the Old Man of the Mountain. It was so famous at one point that U.S. politician Daniel Webster regarded it as a sign from God, stating, "In the mountains of New Hampshire, God Almighty has hung out a sign to show that there He makes men." The rock formation was even featured as the landmark on the state's quarter coin. The outcropping eventually fell off the mountain in 2003 due to years of freezing and thawing on the rocks. The local community was so saddened about its destruction that there is now a memorial below when it once was. Number 43. Six Flags Astro World in Texas. Six Flags Astro World was a seasonally operated theme park in Houston, Texas. It opened on June 1, 1968, was originally 57 acres and was developed to be part of the Astrodomain. It was the brainchild of former Houston Mayor Judge Roy Huff Hines in order to complement the Astrodome. It was eventually sold to the Six Flags Corporation in 1975. It was the first amusement park to be bought by the corporation instead of built. It permanently closed in October 2005 and was demolished the following year. All that's left in the loop from the parking lot to the park. Number 44. Luna Park in Coney Island. Opening in 1903, the original Luna Park on Coney Island was a giant park full of rides and attractions, covered by over 250,000 electric lights. It was the brainchild of Frederick Thompson and Elmer Skip Dundee. It is believed that the park was either named after the airship Luna from the park's central attraction A Trip to the Moon, or after Dundee's sister. In 1905, Luna parks began popping up all over the world with the help of Frederick Ingersoll was the pioneer of roller coaster design at the time. However, after Ingersoll's death in 1927, the majority of the parks closed down. To this day Luna Park is a synonym for amusement park in numerous European languages. Number 45. Basking Ridge Oak Tree in New Jersey. One of the oldest oak trees in North America died in a cemetery in Basking Ridge, New Jersey in 2016. The tree was around 600 years old and has said to be standing before the time of Columbus. After 6 centuries, it was officially declared dead due to old age and potentially harsh weather. Now, it's going to be cut down completely in order to ensure the safety of the church and cemetery beneath it. However, the cut wood from the tree will be used to mail crosses and mementos for churchgoers, and the stump will remain. Number 46. Wall Arch in Utah. Wall Arch was a natural sandstone arch in the Arches National Park in southeastern Utah. It was located along the highly popular and heavily trafficked Devil's Garden Trail within the park. It was ranked the 12th largest in size out of the park's 2,000 arches. At its largest, the opening underneath was 71 wide by 33.5 feet tall. On the night of August 4, 2008, the arch collapsed. However, it is noted that all arches are temporary and that eventually, they will all succumb to erosion and gravity, so you're lucky to see one while it's still around. Number 47. Eye of the Needle in Montana. The Eye of the Needle was a sandstone arch located alongside the Missouri River near Fort Benton, Montana. Although the arch was not close to the sheer size of Wall Arch in Utah, it looked like a doorway, standing alone on the side of the river, which made it a popular attraction. However, in 1997, park rangers discovered that the arch had collapsed over the Memorial Day weekend. They discovered beer bottles and trash, so they assumed that it had been an intentional act of vandalism. The monument was well over 10,000 years old, yet nobody was ever caught, so some believe the collapse was indeed due to natural erosion and gravity. Number 48. Paragon Park in Massachusetts. Located on Nantasket Beach in Hull, Massachusetts, Paragon Park was an amusement park that featured a number of attractions such as a carousel, a wooden roller coaster, bumper cars, a water ride, swing ride, and more. The park closed in 1984.